Well, hello and welcome to the October 13th edition of Ricebird News. As you can see, we have another special guest with us as we continue to honor the El Campo ISD administrators during National Principals Month. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Deborah Capak, Assistant Principal at El Campo High School. Well, welcome, Deborah.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you here. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and your family and why you chose to become an educator.
Okay. Well, I'm from El Campo. I grew up here. I've lived here all my life. I graduated from El Campo High School in 1985 and then went off to Sam Houston State University in Huntsville. Graduated from there in 1989. Moved home, married my high school sweetheart, and began teaching in the fall of '89 at Hutchins. So stayed there for 20 years. We have two beautiful daughters, two wonderful son-in-laws, and our first grandbaby's coming later in the year.
Well, let me just tell you, she's telling you about those years. They were well after I started my teaching career, so holy mackerel. First of all, I want to tell you, it's exciting to see you in your role at the high school. Can you share with us your perspective about the differences that you've experienced dealing with the very, very young in the early childhood, and then the kids that are preparing for adulthood and graduation?
Well, they're one and the same, actually. I think that they're students. They all have hearts. They all want to learn. The biggest difference, and I've said this before, is that now when the high school kids come in my office, their feet touch the floor when I talk to them, and we can talk in complete sentences. So, getting our point across one way or another, whether it's happy visits or sad visits, we still talk about happy choices and sad choices and treat them all the same. They're just a little taller now.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because my first experience teaching those early childhood kids, I remember sitting across from one and starting to talk to him, and the tears came, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Oh, we have tears at the high school too.
I bet. So looking into your past, did you have a favorite teacher, coach, or administrator, and what made them stand out?
Probably administrator, I would say. They kind of coached me in a sense, I would think. Carolyn Gordon and then Miss Dolly Coleman back at Hutchins when I was teaching third grade. They put me in several leadership roles when I was teaching very early on. Was teaching just a few years. And they had always encouraged me to go back and get my master's and to get my administration degree. Our girls were little at the time and involved in dancing and cheer, and so I didn't want to leave that opportunity to be home with them. But then they offered at the Northside Center, U of H offered classes at night, and so I just jumped in and decided to go for it then. Well,
you had some good mentors who had good vision of your future, so we're glad that they did that. So what one or two things do you love most about this administrative role?
I think seeing the successes in the students, and then I think also now being able to be a part of that, helping them if there's struggles along the way, being able to be a part of their success in the future and making them want to be successful in the future.
Well, very good. That is our Deborah Capak, Assistant Principal at the high school, as we recognize all of our administrators during Principal Month in October. Thanks, Deborah.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks, Deborah. And now on to the news and a few reminders. Tomorrow, Friday, October 14th, is a Teacher Staff Development Day and a student holiday. Monday, October 17th, is the Parent-Teacher Conference Day on all campuses. Remember, if your child has not fully registered online for this year, we will ask you to complete this process when you come for the Parent-Teacher Conferences. Please look to the ECISD website for details on how to register your child online prior to Monday's conferences. Around the district, Saturday is the Derby Dolls Mini Clinic in the El Campo High School practice gym located on Avenue F. The pre-K through first grade clinic will be hosted from 9 in the morning till 11, and the second through fifth grade clinic will be hosted from 1 to 3. If you have not registered your children, please come 30 minutes in advance of your child's session to register them. The cost will be $40 for the first child and $25 for each additional child. The dancers will perform during the first quarter of the Iowa Colony football game on October 21st. Saturday also has some additional excitement. The Ricebird Band will compete in the UIL Regional Marching Contest. Campo will host the contest at Ricebird Stadium beginning at 10:30 a.m. Bands from all over the region are scheduled to compete. Our Campo Ricebird Band will perform at 5:30. Please come out and support the Ricebird Marching Band. They have been practicing hard and they have a great show for you. I hope to see you on Saturday, 5:30, to support our band. Good luck, band. In sports, in cross-country news, Sierra Hernandez will advance to the regional meet as she placed 5th at the district cross-country race in Sealy this past Monday. Her next race will be on October 24th as she competes at the regional cross-country meet hosted by Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Congratulations, Sierra. In tennis news, the Ricebirds won a lopsided victory in their bi-district tournament on Tuesday. The Ricebirds won 15-4. Way to go, Birds. Ricebird football put on an outstanding performance against rivals Bay City last Friday, winning 37-27. They are now moving on to Needville to continue their winning streak. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow at Blue Jay Stadium. The Ladybirds had a big win last week against Sealy, but fell to Belleville this past Tuesday evening in 5 exciting matches. Tomorrow they travel to Navasota, but they're back at home next Tuesday when they will take on rival Needville in a tightly contested district battle. The freshmen and JV play at 5 and the varsity at 6. Go Birds. And now on to our Did You See It? Remember, if you answer correctly, you could win a prize. You simply need to send that answer to social media at ricebirds.net. So here is last week's question. Beside our guest, what significant backdrop related to that guest was present? Send your answers to social media at ricebirds.net, and hopefully you can be one of our lucky winners. That's all for this week. Thanks for joining us. Let's go, Birds.